Welcome back to the channel. My name is Alex Funk, and today I'm going to be going through all of the takeaways that I had from spending the weekend with the vice president of Think and Grow Rich, one of the top personal growth and money and finance books of all time. I have 6 secrets that he gave us that will help you find abundance and start to live your dream life. Here we go. Now, it's important to understand who is Napoleon Hill. What is the book Think and Grow Rich? It is one of the top-selling personal growth and finance and psychology books of all time. And Napoleon Hill, to write this book, he studied 500 plus of the richest people and most successful people in the world. And Napoleon Hill is a great philosopher, and he wrote a lot of books, his most famous being Think and Grow Rich. And so Armin, who is the vice president of the now business and community around Think and Grow Rich, he took a lot of the teachings, and from his mentor, he boiled it down to these 6 secrets that he gave us over the course of the weekend in Tulum. Number 1 secret in life is that success is a game, and any game that you want to win, you must learn the rules. If you don't learn the rules, you will automatically lose the game. Or worse, you'll just be kicked out and you don't get to play. Now, he's right. Like, I've talked about this on the channel before. I've talked about how in life, everything's a game, right? Finance is a game that you learn to play. What game are you mastering right now? Are you mastering Call of Duty? Are you mastering studying for college? Are you mastering the relationship game? Are you mastering the money game, the investment game, the climb the corporate ladder game? Like, what game are you Monopoly, whatever. Like, everything's a game that you have to learn how to play. And the way that I've described money at times is that I used to look at money as this card game that I didn't understand the rules. I want you all to think of a time when you were learning a new board game or learning a new card game, and it was frustrating as hell because you didn't really know how to play, or at least you definitely didn't know how to play at the level of some of the other people that you were playing with. And that's frustrating because you can't win if you don't know how to play. And so what Armin talked about is, in life, there's these set of rules that you need to learn and you need to understand in order to play at the highest level. And those rules and those guidelines, we're not taught in school. We're not taught by, our family most of the time. And some of those things are, number 1, you have to learn how to be positive all the time. You have to learn how to seek positive. And you have to learn how to find the silver lining in every situation. When you fall down, you get back up again. That's number 1. Number 2, you have to learn how to overcome adversity. Adversity in life is, and I've talked about this before, but the duality of life. You can choose easy and then get hard, or you can choose the hard and then ride the coattails of what you've created in terms of ease and in terms of success and all of that. And an example of that is, you can sleep in and then, feel not good all day, or you could wake up at 5 a.m. and then you feel great all day. That's the duality of life. And so if adversity is inevitable, you have to learn how to overcome that. Number 3, you have to develop a magnetic personality so that you can influence other people, so that you can sell ideas, sell yourself, whatever it is. You have to learn charisma. That's number 3. The number 4 rule of life in the game of life and success and happiness and fulfillment and money is you have to be able to inspire yourself and others. So if you want to get people on board on a mission, right? If you want to just inspire yourself, where you wake up and you're motivated to go pursue these things, that's number 4. Number 5 is self-confidence. Okay. So within these rules of life, this game of life, number 5 is you have to develop bulletproof self-confidence that you are who you say you are. One of my favorite quotes from Alex Hormozi is, you don't develop self-confidence by shouting affirmations in the mirror. You develop self-confidence from stacking undeniable evidence that you are who you say you are. You go out, you pursue hard things, you pursue challenges, and then you conquer it. And that is proof that you are who you say you are. That's where confidence comes from. And then the last one in this game of life, number 6, is you have to learn how to believe in yourself. And you have to learn where self-belief and self-love comes from, and you have to develop that. Those are the 6 things that if you develop these things, you're learning and you're conquering these rules in this game of life, in this game of success and anything that you want. So just to end the first secret, there's a Jim Rohn quote: formal education makes you a living, self-education makes you a fortune. And that's the 6 things right there that you can learn and develop those things. The world is your oyster. Secret number 2 we learned from Armin over the weekend is that there are man-made laws and then there are mind-made laws. And man-made laws, are important to follow, but the mind-made laws, the ones that we create in our mind, these guidelines and beliefs that we trick ourselves into believing, right? That's what actually dictates our success and our direction and everything that we get from life. We boiled this down to that with man-made laws, if you break the law, you are punished. If you follow the law, nothing happens. Where mind-made laws are different. If you follow the law that you create in your mind, you are rewarded for it. If you break the law, you are punished for it. What's really important to just understand is that mind-made laws always supersede man-made laws. And that is, again, that's an inevitability of life. The first mind-made law within this is that whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. And Armin gave us a lot of examples of if you can't clearly picture it in your mind, it's not going to happen for you. And that goes back to the belief and the inspiring yourself and everything from the first secret of success. So, these mind-made laws is what do you actually see for yourself? What do you see for your life? If you can't actually paint the picture and visualize what you want, it's never going to happen. Okay. Now, if you paint the picture of I'm the type of person who's never going to find happiness, or I'm the type of person who hates my job, or whatever you're picturing in your brain, it's always going to happen. And those are the mind-made laws that he talked about. This is the second secret. He gave us this quote: the extent of your success depends entirely on the clarity of the picture in your mind. And not only the picture in your mind, but the picturing power of your mind. Are you able to give yourself permission to release all limitations and dream big? When you start to learn these rules, you can start to play the game, you can start to win the game. If you never learn these rules, you become a spectator and you watch and you pay to watch all of the people who've learned the rules. Think of life like an NFL football game. You learn how to play, you master how to play, right? You get to make money playing the game. If you don't learn the rules, you don't learn how to play, you don't master the game, you pay to watch other people do it. And that is life, right? That's the cycle of life. Secret number 3. This is a shorter one. Here's a quote: the most valuable currency in the world is the ability to influence other people. Okay. Nobody can succeed in life without influencing other people. And so my book recommendation for you, a book that I study every year, is How to Win Friends and Influence. When I think about the Mount Rushmore of personal growth or, success or business books or self-help or whatever, Think and Grow Rich, How to Win Friends, Influence People, like they're up there in the top 4. Secret number 4 from Armin is that there are only 2 things that humanity is after: money and peace of mind. And a lot of the things that if you might say like, well, I don't know, what about this? What about this? A lot of it falls under peace of mind. And so with this one, right, with this secret that he gave us, if you can understand that everything in life boils down to, will this make me money or will this give me peace of mind? 50% of the energy that you're putting into your world is bringing yourself enough money to go create that peace of mind. Wouldn't it make sense to learn the money game? Wouldn't it make sense if 50% of your overall what you're after in life is the money side of things? Wouldn't it make sense to put 50% of your education towards how do I make more money? How do I keep more money? How do I invest money? And so just something to think about. That's a secret of life, is if everything is money or peace of mind, and money can create a lot of peace of mind, wouldn't it make sense to try to learn the skills and master that game, right? And not think like, well, my situation's my situation. I've learned everything I can learn. There are so many books, there are so many podcasts, there are so many audios, there are so many YouTube videos that can help you learn the money game. Last couple, secret number 5. This one, Armin said to us, and he had a lot of quotes and things that went with it. But the quote was, it's no secret that there's an invisible power and an invisible hand that guides all of us. And whether you believe in God or whether you believe in, spirituality or the universe or whatever you want to call it, there's no secret that things happen and these moments happen and things that are unexplainable happen. And so that's why so many people in the world believe in God, and some people that, refuse to believe in God, believe in the universe or the power. It is hard to ignore the fact that there's an invisible hand that is guiding everything that's going on. And so the more you refuse that, the more you refuse to believe that, the less of this bliss that you get in life. And this was secret number 5 from Napoleon Hill and from Armin. And it all boils down to, as soon as you accept that there are things in life that you can't control and you start to connect to this invisible hand, life becomes more bliss, work becomes more play. And that within this connection to the invisible hand, once you get connected to it, he called it the ASR. He called it the auto success reflex. And what that is anytime that you have a problem, the clear solution will come to you. And it's developing this auto success reflex that when you are in bliss and in flow and understanding that you can't control everything and you're connected to the source, you're connected to this invisible hand, call it God, call it the universe, call it whatever, this auto success reflex starts to develop within yourself, that problems arise, solutions are right there. Nothing's a big deal, right? Everything is from the energy of, I'll figure it out. And if I can't figure it out, I've got this invisible hand that's guiding me along. Everything is meant to be. That's secret number 5. The last secret that he gave us, number 6, is that the most important part of your success is not going to come from me. It's not going to come from your parents. It's not going to come from your friends. It's not going to come from your teachers or professors or some YouTube video or some podcast. The most important part of your success is already within you. And so this is where I've talked a lot about when I talk about my dream life keynote, and I talk from stage and I talk to groups and I teach lessons and key staffs and guest speaker. When I give my dream life toolkit, my dream life skill set, I always start number 1 is you have to be present. Turn off your phone, take out the AirPods, drive in silence, turn off the radio, stop listening to podcasts. One of my great friends, Jack Ryan, he always talks about when he did a fruit fast for 30 days or something like that. And it forced him, he said all these crazy things happened and whatever, but it forced him. He was so within himself and he was able to finally hear the answers. And he talks about, when I talk to Jack Ryan about podcasts now or whatever, he said, I don't even listen to podcasts. I listen to myself. And there's so much peace in that. That's why the Buddha or the monks, right, sit there and they just listen because the answers are within you. So many people are overstimulated all the time that they actually don't have the presence and the peace of mind to just sit and be still and breathe and hear, what do I actually want? Not what do my parents want for me? Not what do my friends want me to do? Not what does my boss want, this promotion or that paycheck or whatever, or climb the ladder. What do I want from myself? Because that's the secret number 6 of success is those answers are in you. They are within you. They're not coming from anybody else. And so what you want, are you giving yourself enough space to really figure that out and really feel into that and really hear that in your body, not in your head? Those are all things that are planted in us from outside sources, but in your heart, in your body, are you giving yourself space to actually hear that and figure that out? That's where, for me, I'd filled out, many of these journals, all the way, like they're all full. And it's me digging deep within myself of what do I want? What do I feel? And that's secret number 6. So, hey, thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel. I appreciate likes. I appreciate comments. And thedreamslist.com will soon be up and running. So you can get some free grabs and free calls and free books and free resources and anything like that. alexrfunk.com will be up as well if you want to just learn more about myself or get some more, free stuff, buy the book or whatever. So subscribe to the channel, likes, comments, all of it matters. I appreciate it. And we'll see you next time.